I am sitting here with my friend Jon Perdue, and we're reminiscing about Judy Garland. And many of the stories are in my book, Always for Judy. And it's very hard to explain to anybody how magnificent these concerts were and how we never wanted them to end. I remember Judy jumping around at the end of one concert saying, I've loved working for you. And it occurred to me that she was working, whereas I was in heaven. I was in ecstasy, and it was work for her. But we didn't want it to end. We were going to stay there forever. I would have stayed there until she fell asleep. I would not have left her. And Judy has referred to these occasions as a sort of marriage between her and the audience on certain occasions. And Rob has a lovely story to tell.
John.
Oh, no,
That's
John.
that's
Rob is.
Rob
I'm
going.
sorry, Rob is doing the video. This is John, and I want you to tell me about the one time that she was feeling the same way, and she didn't want to. Really?
No, definitely. This was in St. Louis. It was at near the end of her Palace National Tour, and at the end of the concert, she said, "Why don't you all come back to my dressing room with me?" And I saw several people start moving towards the front, so I hopped up and I went right with them, and I ended up right up onto the stage. This is after all of her encores and everything had been over with. The orchestra stopped playing and left, I suppose. But there were about 2 or 3 dozen of us up there on the stage, and I was like between several curtains, and I could see her over there, and she's slowly coming. Oh my God, she's coming towards me. I didn't know if she was going to go that way or this way. And when I saw she was coming towards me, it's like I was just, oh God, I'm going to be that close to Judy, you know. And she ended up actually moving right in my direction to where when she got right in front of me, I just put my hand out on her shoulder, says, "Judy." And she looked up at me and said, "Yes, baby." And you know, she didn't want the show to end. She wanted us all to go back there and then be with her. And of course, the security guards were not happy about that, you know. But I went totally blank when she looked up at me with those big brown eyes.
They're enormous, aren't they?
Yeah, I didn't
They're
know.
so enormous. I remember the first time I talked to her, I couldn't see the rest of her face. All I could see were these eyes.
Her big brown eyes.
Right, magnetic.
Right. I said something
Ridiculous.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I saw you last month at the
Yeah.
Palace, and the night Liza was there." She was there every night. I heard later, and she said, "Oh, aren't my children wonderful? Aren't all my children wonderful?" And then moved on, and I was in a daze the rest of the evening. I don't know what I did after that. So she just totally took me to another place.
Well, that was very special. You were lucky to have that.
Yes, I was. I had something you never forget.
No, stay with you forever. It seems like the times I saw Judy, it's as if it's 6 months or 9 months ago. And in my case, it's 50 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's as clear in my mind that a few times I met her and shook hands with her. It's as if it was just last week or something.
And you can still get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up thinking about
and
it.
the energy, and when she shook hands, and I have a very funny story, and I've never told it before. I had in my right hand, I had my grandmother's antique ring, and I lost one of the stones from that ring because Judy shook hands so tightly.
Oh, really?
When I got home, one of there was an opal. One of the opals was gone. And when I got home, it was a 3 opal ring. One of them was gone. But that tells you her when you shook hands with her, she wasn't wishy-washy. A whole energy came into that. This contact with you.
Yes, that's lovely. I haven't heard that story before.
No, I haven't told that story before about I did get the opal replaced, but it was afterwards, and so in that conference room that we were at the press reception, got swept up, I expect.
Oh, how funny! How funny.
Well, a lot of these stories, we've shared many of these stories in my book, and thank you for telling me firsthand because that's so hilarious.
Well, thank you for asking me to share. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Right. So, the book is available on Barnes & Noble or Amazon or my website. And thank you for watching.